Folks, welcome into the Crossing Swords Second Intermission Report. I'm your host, Ty B, joined by Dwayne, Rob, Ryan, Dewey, and Kanzi. But first, we got to give a shout out for our sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement for all your below-the-waist grooming needs. That Lawnmower 3.0 is phenomenal. The anti-technology, couldn't rave home about it anymore. Promo code TRAINWRECK over at manscaped.com. Get you 20% off and free shipping. All right, boys, we got to talk about this one. Lot to talk about, lot to break down. I know that Dwayne has a very heated take here to get off his chest regarding that one goal there from the outside.
Yeah, like I mean, you go on Sabres Twitter, and I know you made this mistake the second you open the app after a goal like that, and the fact that people could have Dahlin maybe played the body. Yeah, sure he could have been, but then he takes himself out of position for any second opportunity on a rebound. He played the angle well. He kept him to the outside, and even Chad Dominis said the expected goal there was 2%. Linus Ullmark make a save there. That's on Linus and Linus, nobody else. And anybody who piles on Dahlin are just piling on the idea that Dahlin's off to a rough start, which isn't untrue. But that isn't on Rasmus Dahlin. He kept his man to the outside. Kept him outside the faceoff circle virtually. You know what I mean? Like, if that guy tries to cut to the front of the net, Dahlin's in position to push him out of the way. Like, people just love, and trust me, it's me too. I love to pile on with negative criticism ones too, but negative criticism isn't really due there on Rasmus Dahlin. It's due there for Linus Ullmark and only Linus Ullmark.
No, absolutely. I agree with you on that one. You keep the man to the outside for a lack of a scoring opportunity, and you force him to do something from around the boards. Like, you don't give him the opportunity to get towards the net. And I think Dahlin was making the right move, and I hate to see certain people, certain reporters especially, making terrible takes like that. But Rob, right now, your Islanders up 3-1. You got to be feeling pretty good. A little bit of a flipping of the script in that period. A lot more Isles than Sabres there.
Yes, sir. But first, we have a few confirmations after that period. Lou Lamoriello is indeed awake. Johnny Boychuk indeed can see. Josh Bailey and Brock Nelson are indeed awake. Josh Bailey hooked up to Brock Nelson on the power play, and they both have points tonight. Josh Bailey has 2. Brock Nelson has 1. The boys are rolling. One more period to go, and we got another dub to make it a 7-game point streak.
Yes, they're the 2 players that we have been begging for to get rolling on the point boards here, and they are finally get going against the Buffalo Sabres. We like it. But the Buffalo Sabres have a good power play. I was just telling the boys during the second period that the Buffalo Sabres play close to the net, and they like to get those quick shots off. And that's something that the Islanders do not do. So, and the Buffalo Sabres did get that only goal so far on the power play, and they're heading into the third period back on the power play. So we'll see what happens there when the third period starts.
Yeah, that Brock Nelson goal, you saw literally all of the Sabres players gravitating towards the bench. It was like there's like a giant magnet or something, and it just gave a great opportunity, a huge shooting lane, and they converted very easily on that little slap pass, essentially. Dwayne, you got Dane or Dwayne. How are you feeling? Sabres not looking so great right now.
I mean, this is the way we expected it, right? This is the way Dwayne from Tonawanda said the game would go. It's all about, not just not being ready to play, but you're just rust there. There's rust on making simple hockey plays that that are for a lack of practice with your team, lack of being able to watch video sessions with your team, and not having your head coach there for 2 weeks.
Absolutely. And we see Dewey and Rob came in here with some masks early on, worried about the COVID spread possibly from the Sabres. Not so much now. Looks like they seem to have taken them off. They feel a little bit more comfortable now that they're in the lead. Was it maybe you just didn't want to show your faces because you thought you might get embarrassed by the Sabres coming out of a 2-week break not being able to play, not having your coach around, and all that for 2 weeks.
No, there's a famous saying here from Andy Dick from a funny movie called Division 3. He said it to his team in the locker room, "Get some." And that's an acronym for "Go every time, so others may every time." Let's go, Islanders.
There is a damn panoramic going on right now. We're just trying to be safe.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Can't be locked in here forever.
Yeah. So right now we got the Sabres trailing 3-1 after 2. Shout out to everyone tuning in on the Crossing Swords second intermission report. Make sure you get over to manscaped.com. Again, promo code Trainwreck gets you 20% off plus free shipping. We see again the Sabres struggling to get towards the net, Kanzi. No great opportunities really to think of. But they are going to start the third period here on the power play.
Yeah, Vicky O gets a nice little ripper there, and sends a nice heater by Varlamov. I liked it. But again, the story of this game, again, Buffalo trails after 2, 3-1. Shots are 21-17. Buffalo. It was 9-9 in the second, and they played ping pong with the puck for 30 seconds. The last 30 seconds of that period. Again, Eichel should have shot the puck. Dahlin's at the buzzer got blocked. Like, what is this team doing? I understand Kruger's style of let's get one really good opportunity. Let's not fire off a bunch of mediocre opportunities. But you know what, man? They don't have time to be playing ping pong. And if I wanted to watch ping pong, I'd go turn on some stream on Bilal Sport, and I would watch freaking ping pong if I wanted to see people volley. And I'm going to be that guy in the stands. Shoot the puck.
Like, you want to talk about mediocre? Like, you're looking for a goal instead of taking shots from mediocre. Look at the Islanders' second goal. Look at their second goal. It was a mediocre angle. A 2% expected goal. 2%, and we're blaming it on 26. Like, it's just insane.
Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck.
I can't even get over it right now. It's so pure. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to swear. I
took my jersey off. That's how pissed off I am.
Infuriating to see 26 take the blame for a piss poor goal by a goalie who has not played in a game situation in 2 weeks. This is trash. We shouldn't even be playing the Islanders. We should be playing the goddamn Devils for 4 straight games. This is why the NHL is an absolute joke.
Dwayne, I couldn't say it any better myself. And we're gonna be getting the Devils, I think maybe later this week. I think it is. But yeah, they could have easily moved some games around and figured something out. Dwayne's absolutely livid right now. This guy is blown a gasket. I don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, you see this. You knew there was going to be some rust, but the rust is not getting knocked off. And it's not going to get any better, I think, going into the third period because they don't have their legs under them. They haven't been skating every day. They haven't been putting in that extra conditioning work, whereas, the Islanders have been out there. They've been playing games. They just got done playing a series against the Bruins, and I think that's going to be very tough for the Sabres to overcome here in the third period, Kanzi.
Yeah, I think I'm being maybe a little too hard on them because, yeah, they haven't played in quite some time. But, when you spend the week, and I'm not hating on the players or anything, but when you spend the week getting everyone fired up and, we're ready to come back, we're re-energized, I understand that. But, I think as fans, we have to kind of pump the brakes a little bit sometimes and realize they have to, shake the rust off and everything. But again, what it comes down to is, do you have I hate to say it this way, but do you have a pair? Is there anything inside your heart? Is there any fire inside? I literally just got done doing an interview with a Mackenzie Stewart, a former Utica Comet, who literally fired me up. And I think he needs to go talk to the Sabres because there's no drive. There's no passion. There's nothing with this team. There's no fight. There's guys getting dumped all over the ice. We've got Davidson riding a guy named Davidson riding another guy like a Harley into the ground to get in the penalty box. And this is ridiculous. We got Matt Irwin thinking he's freaking Victor Hedman skating around with the puck. I mean, guys, it's a simple game. Put the puck in the back of the net. Put the freaking puck in the back of the net. Can we get one goal? Can the Sabres just lose 3-2 tonight? Get me one more goal. That's all I ask. Is that too much? Is that too much, Ty? One more goal?
No, I don't think that's too much to ask for. I think the Sabres need to be able to step up and perform. They're not doing it right now, not living up to our standards, not going to be playing good enough hockey right now to get yourself into a Mass Mutual East Division playoff spot. obviously the Isles are going to be one of those teams you're going to have to contend with. So you have to figure out a way to beat teams like this. You have to be able to beat, their neutral zone trap and when they're going to try to pinch you in deep. And we've seen the Isles, especially in that second period, figure out how to have a little bit more success with that. We saw it very early in that first period, but the Sabres were able to break out from it, use their speed a little bit, and it seems like they regressed there some in that second period. Cats, we got to go to you one more before we get out of here and send it to Dwayne and Kanzi for their thoughts on the third period. Where's your confidence level now on the Islanders? Still a 2-goal lead, but a little different situation now, 3-1, and Sabres starting on the power play.
Yeah, the 2-goal lead's a nice cushion heading into the third period here, but the Buffalo Sabres are showing some offensive flair even after being off for a couple of weeks here. So even going into the power play, they can get a little bit of motivation and some ice tilt moving forward. Something could happen for the Sabres here. But Varlamov has been our best player these last couple of games, and he's showing that he's our best starter. Even with Sorokin looking to get in the mix here, but Varlamov is making that case for a 1A moving forward here, and we'll see what happens here in the third period.
Absolutely. Kanzi and Dwayne, you think the Sabres have enough gas in the tank to be able to, salvage it, get to overtime, get at least a point?
Do the Sabres ever do anything when they have gas in the tank? Like, let's be real. I'm not trying to be a pessimist here, but it's like, you can have all the gas in the world in the tank. It's about playing smart hockey and getting shots on the net. And it's just uninspired hockey right now for me. I'm sorry. I have to keep it short and just basically say that I'm so freaking disappointed in this season so far. You can't even tell me that I should have expected this because I expected a little bit better with the acquisition of Taylor Hall. I know they're missing some guys, but they still have Eichel out there. So I'm just frustrated to the core. I don't know what more I can say about this team to put a positive spin on it, to be honest with you guys. So can you guys take Okposo? Yes, can the Islanders take Okposo back? We'll take Leo Komarov off.
We'd rather pay Andrew Ladd, and he's not even playing.
Yeah, I'm fed up. Ty B is what I'm saying. So I think the Sabres lose 5-2. The Islanders get one more goal and then an empty netter. So.
Yeah, Dwayne, you think it's possible or no?
If they have another second period or third period like their second period, then absolutely not. No, hopefully Kruger, he's great at, more like, speeches. Like hopefully he's given some type of speech in there where, guys, get your heads out of your asses, stop playing lazy in your own end and start shooting the puck. Jack Eichel, start being selfish, start shooting.
Absolutely. We saw that last season in his game, and that's where he really took a step forward and developed and started putting the puck in the back of the net more. And that's exactly what the Sabres are going to need is Jack Eichel to put the team on the back and will him to some points. Kruger talking about Dogecoin in there. Hey, might be a great investment. Not too sure. I'm not a financial wizard, but my friends are saying to buy it. So do what you want. $Doge, whatever, man. But I'd prefer you to take your money and head over to manscaped.com and use promo code Trainwreck to get 20% off plus free shipping on your entire order. That's going to wrap it up for us on the second intermission report for Crossing Swords. Make sure you stay tuned at Cross Swords Pod for more. We'll be back for the post-game show. Hopefully the Buffalo Sabres can turn things around, but I highly freaking doubt it. Good night.